Hello, everyone. It is that time where I answer the question, am I participating in NaNoWRIMO? And on top of that, what am I working on? So it's complicated. Let me just start there. It's complicated. Yes, I'm participating in NaNoWRIMO, but just like all years, well, not all years, most years, I end up going the rebel route. And no surprise to anyone, that's where we're heading, NaNoWRIMO 2021. So I wanted to share with you guys what I'll be working on, and I am excited. I'm excited, even though it may not resonate with some of you, because it's not your typical, honestly, this is probably going to be the most different NaNoWRIMO I've done so far, but I'm excited. So NaNoWRIMO, for those of you who may not know, but if you watch my channel, you have probably been familiar with NaNoWRIMO because I've done vlogs. And I do plan on doing nano vlogs, but they'll just look different, like usual. NaNoWRIMO is National Novel Writing Month. And the reason I call myself a rebel is because there are certain rules to be a typical NaNoWRIMO. It's supposed to be a new project. It's supposed to be a novel, AKA fiction. And you're supposed to write 50,000 words. I am a rebel because I'm not writing a novel per se. I'm actually working on 3 different projects this NaNoWRIMO, but yeah, 2 of them are nonfiction, 1 of them is a fiction, and I'm doing it for fun, because life's too serious as it is, so this is all going to be for fun. Now it's time to tell you guys what I'm working on. You can see I've got this really cool witchy mystic cup here. It's got like spider webs on it. I got it at Target. And it's like a little cauldron. So, should I start with this project? Okay, so I have 2 of my projects are sitting here. This is my nonfiction, and this is going to have to do with my fiction. And then on top of that, I like to break things up I like to work on 1 project during the week and 1 project on the weekends. So my weekends are going to be for editing, because I do have a publication date for one of the books that I am currently revising. So I will be working on that during the weekends. So there'll be no word count counted towards that. I do plan on writing 50,000 words in the month of November, but they will be shared between these 2 projects. Most of the 50,000 words will be on my fiction, but my nonfiction, I will be counting towards that also. So this beautiful, beautiful journal, I wanted to do something special with it and I wasn't sure, but when the project came to mind, I knew that this is where it was going to be held. So, how I'm going to start my days with NaNoWRIMO. You guys know I'm a journaler, so I wake up, I do my morning mindset pages, then I will come here. If you watched my NaNoWRIMO, I think it was NaNoWRIMO, it might have been a Camp Nano, but something that I usually do as part of my routine is after journaling, I do try to work out, but then I start my writing with kind of a writer's devotional. Devotional is not even the right word because it's not like a spiritual thing. One year I read the book Fruit Flesh, and that's how I started, and it was all about women who write, and it was just such a sacred thing. I loved it so much. Instead of starting my day like that, I am going to be writing my own encouraging words for writers. I don't know yet if I'm going to gear it towards writer mamas. It might end up being multi-passionate creatives. I don't know. But I will begin my day handwriting a collection of sacred fragments geared towards creative artists, writers. I don't know. We'll see as it evolves. So I will be counting the words, but it will be specific for the 30 days, scripting, encouragement for myself, for you guys, maybe if I decide to share it in the future. So I'll be handwriting it in this gorgeous, I got it upside down, journal. Again, my friend Mia gifted me this just because she's sweet like that and knows my love language is gifts. The sweetest card. So I had to add it here, and I am going to read it. Heather, as this crazy summer comes to a close, I wanted to get you a few things to wind down and hopefully bring you some joy. A journal from my trip to Key West, Greek chocolate, which I already ate, stuffed grape leaves, which are my favorite. She says, I know you love them, and a candle that reminded me of you. XOXO Mia. Isn't that the sweetest thing? So I am going to be doing that project in here. It does not have a name. What can I call it? Encouraging love notes to writers. I don't know. Love notes. I don't know. It hasn't come to me yet. Okay, so that is project 1. So this is why I consider myself a rebel. First of all, I'm not writing a novel. I'm writing encouraging love notes to myself and other creatives. So that's a nonfiction that will be handwritten here. Then we have the fun fiction. So the reason that I'm showcasing this cauldron is I am going to be writing a magical, I don't even know, genre, who knows? But I'm going to write 30 prompts, probably sitting down watching Practical Magic while doing so, and probably going to pick them from that movie. So let's say Midnight Margaritas, perfect example. I mean, I have to use Practical Magic because my Becca bag, my Author 2 Becca bag is Practical Magic, and it just seems fitting to spend the first Nano with my Author 2 bag using Practical Magic with prompts. So example, sisters. I could use sisters. I could say Midnight Margaritas. I could do toads. I could do, does he drink rum? Is it rum in that he's, or whiskey? I don't know, but I could just sit there and write like bad guys, potions, just anything. And I'm going to put 30 random things in my little cauldron. And every day I will choose one prompt. So let's say I choose, and it's toads or toad. Then I'm going to pull up my computer and I am planning on writing however many. I will count the words from this and then whatever's left over for the day, or until I finish a short story based on toads. So there is no outlining because I literally am, this is 100% for fun. I have not written fiction in forever, and I actually told Natalia Lee, going through her PREPTOBER workbook, that her section on being scared really spoke to me because it's been so long since I really dove into fiction, especially fiction that was not romance. Because I don't know why. Romance, I tend to do it because it's easy. I mean, I consider myself the wild, sexy life chick, and romance and sex, and that's just, I love that. Like I'm very much a wild, sexy wife, but I don't feel like romance is where I want to be fiction-wise. So I'm going to branch out and try many different genres. So let's say I draw a toad. I really want to play with middle grade, so I may do like a short story. Obviously, 16, the daily word count is 1666. So I will be trying to start and finish in that time frame, but I tend to be an underwriter, so I'm okay with that. I can then, if there's a story that really jumps out, I can then explore on it later if I decide to do so. But I draw a prompt, sit down, brainstorm, dive into writing with a magical element, because that's where I feel like I want to be this year. So there you have it. That is my NaNoWRIMO 2021 plan. Yeah, so we're going for 50,000 words, but the 50,000 will be split between fictional short stories that I draw out of my cauldron, and I will share maybe I won't share all the prompts. Maybe I'll do it in my vlog, my daily vlogs, on what I choose and what happens, which is scary and exciting at the same time. And my nonfiction meditations for a writer, I don't know. What am I gonna call it? This, I don't know. This is, I don't have titles for either of these, but it's all for fun. So, and then I will be editing on the weekends because deadlines are important. Okay, there you have it. Let me know if you guys are participating in NaNoWRIMO and if you're gonna be a rebel or you're gonna do it like it's supposed to be done. And I hope you guys enjoy I do plan on vlogging. I don't know if it'll be daily because I tried that once and it didn't work out. So it'll probably be weekly with daily little snippets. But yeah, okay. I'm excited. I think that's everything that I have to say. Until next time, I will chat with you later.